Please start the session, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Keynote speaker has joined, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Very good evening, all of you. The keynote speaker, Sri Suryakant Sharma Garu, the webinar coordinators, the participants, the my dear students as well as faculty. Very good evening to all of you. Let me just introduce about the topic. Today we are going to have a webinar on. Coming to the mutual funds, the topic is mutual funds, a tool for financial empowerment. Mutual funds look simple but to invest, but it creates wealth. The mutual funds market in India is growing with an average assets under management AUM reaching about rupees 61 lakhs 33,227 crores as of June 2024. This is a six-fold increase from June 2014 when the AUM was just rupees 9.7. It is now 9.75 trillion. Due to their many advantages, mutual funds are one of the most popular investing options for households, particularly in India. One of the most popular ways to build wealth is through mutual funds, which offer a broad range of plans to different kinds of investors with different types of risk tolerances and tastes. Small investors now has an easier financial path thanks to institutional investors that provide more convenient, frequent, and reliable investments. Long term wealth is created by investing in equity through mutual fund platforms. The longer the investing term, the better the returns will undoubtedly be. Investor funds can be allocated to a variety of market asset classes. One tried and true method of maximizing profits while lowering risk is through mutual funds. The art of investing is using your money to generate additional revenue. Through the mutual funds platform, the ideas and procedures are straightforward. You will acquire the most essential information regarding basic market principles and practices in this webinar. One tried and true method of maximizing profits while lowering the risk is will happen only through mutual funds. So today we have Sri Suryakant Sharma Garu. Let me introduce our keynote speaker before we start the webinar. Suryakant Sharma Garu is a postgraduate in commerce and law with specialization in corporate laws. He is also chartered associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Sri Sharma has over 35 years experience in banking and finance and securities market and had initially served in a leading financial institutions, thereafter in the Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. Sri Sharma joined Securities and Exchange Board of India in 2003 and served in SEBI for more than 16 years in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to other assignments in SEBI, he was in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI's northern region for more than 5 years. And in this period, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted. And he himself had addressed as guest speaker in more than 600 IAPs, investor awareness programs. Sri Sharma was also a member of working group of NCERT for developing vocational courses on mutual funds for students of 11th and 12th classes. Sri Sharma is also a recipient of Excellence Award from a leading trade body for promoting mutual funds in India. Sri Sharma is also mentor of a few NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. After superannuation from SEBI in 2019, he has joined Association of Mutual Funds of India (Amfi), an apex body of mutual fund in India, as senior consultant for spreading financial literacy and investor awarenesses across country amongst citizens. Since May 2019, Sri Sharma has interacted with lakhs of investors and potential investors, especially students, through more than 1,000 investor awareness online webinars and also on ground physical programs across the country in reputed government organizations, research institutions, leading educational and professional institutions, corporates, startups, women centric NGOs, and others. So, this is a brief introduction of our keynote speaker. Now, I welcome Sir Suryakant Sharma Garu uh, to start the webinar. Actually, 500 students registered for this webinar, sir. They are still joining. You can start the webinar.
Good
Thank you,
afternoon to
sir.
all of
Now
you.
the floor is to you.
Good afternoon to all of you, and thank you, Dr. Kasturi, for taking this initiative in your university, esteemed institutions of Visakhapatnam for this program. I am thankful to all of you, your faculty members, your staff, your students, and I am told that a lot of outside students and faculty members have also joined in this program. So I welcome on behalf of Amfi, I welcome all of you. Am I audible to all of you, ma'am? Am I audible? Ma'am, you are muted.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. So today I have been asked to share basic knowledge about the mutual funds. But two, three things I wish to mention before I start my session today. The first thing is that this program is from Association of Mutual Funds in India, which is an apex body of asset management companies of mutual funds in India. And there are around 45, 46 AMCs working across the country for in mutual fund sphere today. But Dr. Kasturi, this is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual funds. I want to make it very clear to all of you at the outset. I don't intend to push you for mutual fund investment. This is not my intention to all of you. It is your wisdom. It is your judgment where you want to invest. I will just share the basics about the mutual fund, and the purpose is to make you understand what mutual fund is. And one more thing I want to mention here, that mutual fund is only one of the investment products. There are a lot of investment products available in the market today. Bank schemes are there, government schemes are there, then non-financial NBFC schemes are there, then security market schemes are there, then beyond that commodity market is also there. So lot of investment products are available in the market, and mutual fund is one of the products only. But mutual fund has got some distinct feature, particularly Dr. Kasturi, in the context of middle class, salary class person. And I personally feel, because I have been an investor in mutual fund world almost last 25 years. So I can say with confidence and with my experience, Mr. Madhu, that mutual fund is one of the relatively good product for the middle class, salary class persons, particularly, and even maybe some business class and professionals as well. So first we should understand what the mutual fund is. One thing I want to tell you, that mutual fund is an indirect way of investing. Mr. Madhu, can you tell me, mutual fund is an investment? Do you agree with me that mutual fund is an investment?
So maybe you can treat it as one
Eh?
because it helps you to grow your money in a compounding way.
No. Do you agree that mutual fund is an investment?
Yes, in a way, sir.
No, my dear friends. I want to make clear to all of you that mutual fund is not an investment. It is a channel for investment. It is basically a way of investing in different products. So mutual fund is indirect way of investing. First, I want to tell you, all of you. And why? Because before coming to the mutual fund, 2-3 minutes I will take, Mr. Madhu. Why investment is necessary? We should invest. Because we all know that in future we will be needing huge money for our family obligation, for our comfortable life, for enjoy our life. And that huge money requirement might not be met only by what we earn as a salary or as a profit of a small businesses or as a professional fees. Our requirement of money is huge, but our earning money is has got limitation. That is why we should think of saving the money first, and then after saving, we should put the money into investment mode. So first thing I want to tell you, my dear young friends, saving is very, very important in life. Because without saving, Mr. Madhu, what you will invest? So first you will have to be saver. You have to save the money. You have to save the money. After saving, of course, you should not keep the saving at home, which my generation had done. That was a blunder on our part. You must invest your money. And investment simply means putting your money into one or other products which will give you return and which will also appreciate the value over a period of time. And that is only through investment we can create wealth. So through investment, wealth creation is the prime tool. We have to create wealth for it. And through wealth creation, we can be prosper. We can enjoy a comfortable life. We can meet our family obligation. We can have money for giving best education to our children. We can have good money to enjoy our life. We can travel across globe. We can take care of our family obligations. We can lead a comfortable life, and not only we, I can give comfortable life to my family and dear ones. That is why how the things go up. What is the channel? The first step is saving, then second step is investing your saving, and third step is creating wealth through investment, and fourth step is to be prosper. So this is a way of to be prosper. So your prosperity will start from saving only. So first you have to be saver, then of course you have to be investors. And as I mentioned in the at the beginning, mutual fund is only one of the investment product. And that is an indirect way of investing because you are not directly investing your money in one or other products. That you are not doing. What you are doing typically here, Mr. Tanmay, is that you are giving your money to someone. You are giving your money to some person. Naturally, Tanmay can ask me why I should give my money. Definitely, my dear, you have got every right to ask this question. Because of three reasons, you may think of giving your money to others. Matlab, in the mutual fund. The first and foremost thing, I don't have knowledge of the market or for the investment product where I am investing. Normally, still majority of the normal middle class, salary class person, though are educated, don't have knowledge about the products where they are investing. Their risk appetite, the risk inherent in that product, and all these things they don't go deeper into the things. Normally, what people do, one person, your friend is doing, Mr. Tanmay, in one product, you will also start investing in money that. That is a blunder on your part. You are saving money by sacrificing lot of things. That is why it is very important that wherever you are investing, you must first take care of your risk appetite, how much risk appetite you have got. And second thing is whether that risk appetite broadly matches with the risk inherent in the product. So products are there, but you don't have knowledge of the products. Then how you can get benefit of the investment in a best way? The one way is to take help and advice of some experts. And here the mutual funds come into play. In mutual fund, in mutual funds, you are giving your money, you are giving your saving to some experts, and they are technically called, Mr. Madhu, fund managers. They are typically in the mutual fund arena, they are called fund managers. Why we give them? The first and foremost reason is I don't have knowledge of the market. I don't have knowledge of the products which are available in the market. And but the money to whom I am giving my money are relatively expert, are relatively having more knowledge than you about the investment, about the investment strategy, about the products, about the economy, about the sector, about the country, global scenario, all these things. That is why that I don't have knowledge of the market, but they people have knowledge of the market. That is only because of that I am giving my money to them. But the purpose is very clear, Mr. Tanmay. My money should start earning maximum money. It is not a social service. I am not giving my money to the fund manager that they should do some social service. No, I am giving my money to them only because I don't have knowledge of the market, but they have. But my purpose is very clear. I should get maximum return on my investment. That is my intention in mutual fund investment. Second, mutual fund is a pooling of resources. Mr. Tanmay, you are not only giving money to the fund manager. People, lakhs of people like you are also pooling their money into that scheme. So a huge corpus is developed. Suppose you invested 1,000 rupees and 1 lakh people also invested 1,000 rupees in the particular scheme. Then multiply 1 lakh into 1,000. It becomes a huge amount. So that is why we are all pulling our resources for the common intention of getting maximum return. Intention is very clear that I should get the maximum return and I don't have knowledge of the market. That is why I am giving to them. Second thing, I don't have time. Mr. Madhu and Mr. Tanmay, investment is a full-time job. It requires your attention all the time. You have to review, you have to look at the product, how they are performing, what is going on in the market, what is going on in the economy, all these things. To day in, day out, your attention is required. But Mr. Tanmay, you will be working, you will have least time for investment and taking care. And then beyond that, you have also got family obligations. So you don't have time to see or to analyze your investment periodically or rather regularly. They people have got 24 hours to manage your money because they are being paid for it. They are not giving any social service. Some fees are being paid to them by you as per SEBI regulation. And one thing here out of context I want to mention here to all of you, mutual fund is a regulated product. It is strongly regulated by SEBI. Just like a bank FD, which is regulated by RBI, just like insurance policies, which are regulated by IRDA, just like National Pension Scheme, which is regulated by PFRDA, mutual funds are strongly and strictly regulated by SEBI. So one thing I want to tell you, mutual fund is not an unregulated product, just like cryptocurrency. A lot of people ask me in my session, should we invest in cryptocurrency? And to all of them, Mr. Tanmay, my answer is very simple. No, no, no. Why I am saying no? Because cryptocurrency is still not recognized and legitimized in our country. Government and for that matter, RBI has not given any legitimacy to the cryptocurrency. Now, of course, sometimes people are, sir, government is taking tax out of that. That is there. But still, no legality is attached to the cryptocurrency. That is why I am very clear, Mr. Naga, that unless and until product is regulated by any financial regulator, you must not invest your hard-earned money in those. So secondly, mutual fund is strongly regulated by SEBI. Then mutual fund has got lot of schemes. Hundreds of schemes are there in mutual fund. And that is it creates complexity for a common man. Mr. Tanmay will definitely get confused where I should invest, in which scheme I should invest. And so is the case with Mr. Madhu, where I should invest. Because there are hundreds of schemes. But that is the beauty of mutual funds, my dear friends. In mutual fund, lot of schemes are available for all categories of investors. And Mr. Tanmay, we are all different as far as investment intent and investment philosophy is concerned. Suppose Mr. Madhu might have got least risk appetite in investment. He doesn't want to invest in the products where there is very, very high risk. But on the contrary, Mr. Tanmay says, no, sir, I want to invest in the high risk product. I want to earn more money. And Mr. Prakash Kumar Mishra said, no, sir, I am in between. I want to take some risk, but I don't want to take a very high risk. So there are different categories of investors in the arena. There are people who don't have any risk appetite. They want to invest only in the product where there is no risk. Where there are some persons who say that I can have some little bit of exercise risk appetite, but I don't have high risk appetite. Then third category of persons, they want to say, "Nahi, I have got reasonable risk appetite. I want to invest in some product." And there may be one other category who says, "I have got highest risk appetite, and my intention is to get maximum return on my investment." And my dear, one thing you must understand about investment is, in investment, Mr. Mishra, the philosophy is very simple. If you don't want to take any risk, if you want to invest only in products where there is no risk, then forget about the high risk. Because the funda is very clear. Least risk, least reward. But if you want to get maximum return on your investment, that is your intention, that you should get maximum return, then naturally you should invest in the product which has got high risk. So in investment, the broad philosophy is more risk, more reward. If you want to take more risk, if you can take more risk, then you can get high return. But my dear friends, one thing I want to tell you, even when you take high risk, Mr. Tanmay, there is no guarantee that you will get high return. No, not at all. If somebody says you that you take high risk and you will get 30% return, 40% return, no. He is not telling you the truth. What I am telling to all of you is that if you take high risk, then the probability of getting high return increases. Only probability, Mr. Mishra, not guarantee. And if anybody gives you guarantee, he is not telling you the truth. But of course, when you take high risk, the probability of getting high return included. But since mutual fund is a scientific way of investing, Mr. Tanmay, mutual fund investment is not a tukkabaji. I will invest there, I will invest there. No, that is not. Investment decisions by the mutual fund experts are taken strictly as per research. Going deeper into the particular equity, a particular company, particular sector, particular economy. So they have the mutual fund investors are strongly supported by a research team before taking any investment. Because normally people say that mutual fund managers are taking investment decision. It is not the case, Mr. Mishra. First, their research team go into the product, into the equity of any share. Then they take a call whether it is worth of investing money in that. And if the research team support, then the recommendation goes to the fund manager, and then he take a call of investing your money. So it is a scientific way. It is not just casual approach because Mr. Tanmay is investing, so Nisha Kumari ma'am will also invest in that. No, that is not the case. It should not be the case, Mr. Madhu. If any investment decision is taken, that is taken strongly on the basis of some fundamental and research support by the research team, and after that only the investment decisions are taken. Thirdly, mutual fund has got two distinct features, Mr. Tanmay. Number one, and most important thing is, schemes are available as per your risk appetite. Suppose Mr. Tanmay, as I just mentioned, has got high risk appetite, you can go for the equity schemes in the mutual fund. But Nisha Kumari ma'am says, I don't have a high risk appetite. I have reasonable risk appetite. Then other category of schemes like hybrid funds are available for her. Then suppose Mr. Prakash Mishra says, I don't want to invest. I don't want to take any risk. I want to invest in the product where there is least risk. Then debt funds are available. So for all categories of investors, mutual fund schemes are available. The most important thing is, what is your risk appetite? That is, and before taking any investment decision, Mr. Madhu, you have to be clear what is your risk appetite, because schemes are available. in the market, in the mutual fund. But you have to take a call strictly as per your risk appetite and broadly whether your risk matches with the is risk in the particular scheme or particular category of schemes. Likewise, Mr. Tanmay, in mutual fund, schemes are available for your time horizon of investment. Suppose Mr. Tanmay want to invest only for 1 week or 1 month, very short period. Mr. Prakash Mishra want to invest for 6 months or 1 year. Nisha Kumari ma'am want to invest for 3 months, 3 years to 5 years. Then Mr. Madhu want to invest for 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20 year. So for all of you, the time horizon of investment is different. And so is the availability of a scheme. There are schemes available in the mutual fund as per your time horizon of investment. And Mr. Madhu, you might not be aware, in mutual fund, one scheme is available, Ms. Nisha Kumari, which is called overnight funds. And Mr. Tanmay, you can invest in overnight funds only for 1 night. You invest tonight and you withdraw tomorrow morning. Only for 1 night you invest and you get some return. So it is a very short period of investment. And suppose Mr. Madhu says, I want to invest for 1 week or for 1 month or for 2 or 3 months, then liquid funds are available. This is a different category. In liquid funds, you invest for a very short period, Ruchi. And I know a lot of my friends, what they are doing nowadays, particularly those who are working and those who are earning money and those who are salary class person, they have started a new feature nowadays. A lot of friends have started it. And what is that, Mr. Mishra? When suppose Mr. Mishra is working somewhere and getting 50,000 rupees per month, suppose, just for example, what he does, when he gets the salary in his bank account on first, he transfer 50,000 from his bank account to the liquid fund. And that transfer, Mr. Tanmay, is not you need not to go to somewhere else to keep in queue and invest. No, everything is available online. You can download one of the apps app of any liquid fund of any AMC and then get it active by completing your KYC and you are ready to invest. So suppose Mr. Mishra transfer rupees 50,000 when he gets salary from his bank account to the liquid fund. Naturally, Tanmay will ask me, sir, why he should do so? What is the benefit? Yes, my dear friends, there is a benefit. Mr. Mishra, in savings bank account, you hardly get 2.5% interest, and that too on average basis of 3 months. But in liquid fund, you get 4.5 to 5.50% return for a very short period. So it is literally double of return you are getting on your money for a very short period. And one more thing, Mr. Mishra, money has not gone anywhere else. It is always in your hand. Suppose on 5th you want 5,000 for your grocery purchase or some necessity you want 5,000. What normally you will do? You will withdraw the money from ATM or make the payment through the UPI. Here in liquid fund, suppose you need 5,000 rupees on 5th after 5 days, you simply go to the app, put 5,000 rupees, click withdraw button, Mr. Madhu, and within fraction of second, 5,000 will be transferred in your bank account. So money is always available with you. Money has not gone somewhere else, but you have started earning literally very good return as compared to your SB account. The only limitation in liquid fund is that you can't withdraw more than 50,000 rupees on a single day. That limitation you always keep in mind, that you can't withdraw more than 50,000. Then beyond liquid fund, ultra short-term debt funds are available where you can invest your money for 3 months, 6 months. Then you have different scheme, short-term debt funds where you can invest your money for 6 months to 1 year. Then normal debt funds are available where you can invest your money for 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, and so is the equity, so is the hybrid funds. So in mutual fund, schemes are available as per your risk appetite. In mutual fund, schemes are available as per your time horizon of investment. And the best way of investing in mutual fund, Mr. Mishra, for a middle class, salary class person, particularly who have got regular income every month they are earning, that is through SIP, systematic investment plan. And my dear friends, now majority of the youngsters want to know what the SIP is. So one thing I want to tell you, my dear Mr. Madhu Kishore, that SIP is nothing but a way of investing. You are investing through SIP, and Mr. Mishra, SIP is nothing, it's just like a recurring account. Nisha Kumari ma'am might have opened recurring account in bank. Every month she is depositing 500 rupees, 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees. The same analogy goes with the SIP. Every month you are investing some money. And it is not month, Mr. Mishra. You can even start SIP on daily basis. You can start SIP on weekly basis. You can start SIP on monthly basis. Or even you can start SIP on fortnightly or quarterly basis. So it is your convenience. But normally in India, Nisha Kumari ma'am, we get salary on monthly basis. Normally, who are in service, they get salary on monthly basis. That is why monthly SIP is most popular in India. And monthly SIP simply means you are investing a particular amount every month. Every month. The minimum amount, Ruchi, is 500 rupees only. If you are already working, if you are already earning money. But those who are students, they can start SIP even of 100 rupees, Mr. Mishra, out of their pocket money. So for students also, SIP is available. And that too of 100 rupees only. But for those who are already earning, you can start SIP of 500 rupees. And Madhu, SEBI is now going to introduce a very small SIP also, 250 rupees SIP. That is also being introduced in a very near future, in 1 or 2 months, where a person can start SIP of even 250 rupees. And this SIP will revolutionize the investment. Even a rickshaw wala, even a thela wala, even a grocery shop owner, even an electrician, even a plumber will start SIP of 250 rupees. So you can start SIP of any amount. Minimum amount is 500 as of now. Maximum, Mr. Mishra, there is no limit. You can start SIP of even 1 crore rupees a month, depending upon your income and other factors. So SIP is a way of investing. Opening of starting of SIP and continuation SIP is also damn easy, Mr. Madhu. You need not to go anywhere else. Online itself, you can start it. Now you can start as mutual fund investment online itself. No need to go somewhere else. So, and early you start and you stay with the SIP for longer period, the return will be mesmerizing. I want to give you just one example how SIP works for a middle class, salary class person. Suppose Mr. Madhu at the age of 20. I just want to give an example to all of you. Suppose Mr. Madhu at the age of 20 started an SIP of only 500 rupees. Only 500 rupees. And Mr. Mishra, he continued with the SIP for 40 years. Every month he is investing 500 rupees. And once he start, automatically money will go out of his bank account. He need not go somewhere else to deposit the money. Only thing is he should have balance in his bank account. He should have 500 rupees in his bank account every month. So you fix the date. Suppose you fix the date 8th of every month, SIP will go. So on 8th, a requisition will come from the mutual fund company to your bank account. That 500, whatever amount you have started, will be withdrawn from your bank account and that will be invested. And by the evening of the day, you will get a statement or a message that this much of money has been invested in this scheme, and the NAV or the net asset value of your investment is like this only. So suppose Mr. Madhu started an SIP of 500 rupees and he continued with this SIP, Mr. Madhu, for 40 years. Every month you continue to deposit 500 rupees through SIP in a good equity fund. And I am presuming a return of only 12%. Whereas if Mr. Madhu, you are a student of capital market or security market, capital market has given Mr. Tanmay an average return of 15% during last 35 years. Average 15% return, which no other product has given. May it be real estate, may it be government scheme, may it be commodity market, may it be gold. So security market has given 15% return, but I am presuming even 12%, not even 15%. After 40 years, Mr. Madhu, when you become 60 years, you will have a corpus of 48 lakhs. Only from a SIP of 500 rupees, 48 lakhs you have accumulated. But now there is a more smarter way available in the market nowadays, Mr. Madhu. And lot of my young friends like Mr. Tanmay and Mr. Mishra and Ruchi have opted for that option. And what is that? They will increase the SIP amount every year. Say 10%. Mr. Mishra, you have started SIP with 500 rupees. Next year, you increase it from 500 rupees to 550 rupees, 10% increase. Because definitely you will get increment, you will increase, you will get increase in your pay. So with the increase in your income, you are increasing SIP amount every year. And ideally, if possible, Ms. Ruchi, you should increase your SIP minimum by 10% every year. Suppose this year you started with 500 rupees, next year it will be 550 rupees, third year it will be 610 rupees, 10% of 550 rupees, incremental increase in SIP every year. And Mr. Madhu, if you do, I know it is not so easy, but it is not difficult. Once you are committed, you can do it. So that is called step up SIP or top up SIP. So suppose you start SIP of 500 rupees and keep increasing every year by 10%. After 40 years, Mr. Madhu, the flat SIP had given you a corpus of 48 lakhs. But this step up SIP, Mr. Mishra, will give him a corpus of 1 crore 92 lakhs. Almost 2 crore. Almost 2 crore. So you see the magic, how the SIP works for your betterment and for wealth creation over a period of time. So what is crux of the thing is that you should start SIP as early as you can, and you should continue with the SIP as long as you can. Oh, longer it will be, higher will be the return because of the power of compounding. Your return will be added to the investment, and it will be power of compounding will work on it. So SIP is a magic. And Mr. Tanmay, I know a lot of my friends, young friends who have started earning. Nishaji, they have started not one SIP, but they have started 5, 6 SIPs simultaneously. 6 SIPs are going on simultaneously, and each SIP is target oriented, Mr. Mishra. It is not casual approach. One SIP for purchase of house, one SIP for purchase of vehicle, third SIP for going on vacation, fourth SIP for higher education of children happening after 25 years. Mr. Tanmay, I don't know whether he is married or not, but suppose he is married, or even he is not married, but he has started an SIP of 500 rupees for his children's higher education happening after 25, 28 years. He is good because ultimately that requirement will there, Mr. Tanmay. Once you married, children will be there, and children will grow over a period of time. So after 25 years, you will need crores of rupees for their higher education. From where it will come? So start early, think early, execute your plan early. So I know a lot of my friends who have started more than one SIP, and last SIP, Mr. Tanmay, maybe for your retirement life. And one thing I want to tell you, my dear friends, average age of Indian, Miss Ruchi, has risen from 47 years to 71 years. When we got independence, Mr. Mishra, the average age of Indian was only 47 years, which has now risen to 71 years by way of better health care, by way of better consciousness, awareness among citizens. But what does it mean that even after retirement, you will be living for next 10, 15, 20, 25 years, Mr. Tanmay? This is normal. You can see around you, in your family itself, around your neighborhood, there are a lot of senior citizens touching 70, 75, 80. So what I want to tell you that after retirement, if you don't have any pension, how you will survive if you don't have a regular stream of income? That is why it is very important that you should start an SIP only for the retirement life. Because the retirement life requirement, Mr. Mayank, again will be very, very huge. So SIP is a magic. SIP is a magic for the middle class, salary class person. And one thing I want to tell you, in mutual fund, that there are distinct features which you must always keep in mind. First, your money is professionally managed. It is managed by the experts who are experts of the finance, or experts of the investment. Then you are investing and lakhs of people like you are investing in the same scheme. So risk diversification is also there. Automatically risk will be diversified. And third is convenient. It is very convenient to start investing in mutual fund. It is very convenient that you can afford to invest in mutual fund. And the cost of mutual fund investment is very low, very, very low. Relative to other investment products, cost of mutual fund is very low, hardly 1% or 1.5% or 2.5% maximum. So this is relatively very low. Then one more thing is available, Mr. Mishra. Mutual fund investments are very liquid. At any point of time, you can withdraw money at any point of time. But it doesn't happen in FD. Suppose Nisha Kumari ma'am had gone for a bank FD of 10 lakh rupees for 1 year. After 6 months, suppose she got some emergency and she wants 2 lakh rupees. She will go to the bank and say that I need 2 lakh rupees, but I already have bank FD with you. I want 2 lakh rupees. What bank will tell you, Nisha Kumari ma'am? No, ma'am. You can't withdraw 2 lakh rupees. Either you break the FD, get 2 lakh rupees, and make a fresh FD of 8 lakh rupees. Or you can raise loan of 2 lakh rupees against the bank FD, but the rate of interest will be higher. But in mutual fund, suppose Nisha Kumari ma'am has a corpus of 10 lakh rupees over a period of time. She can withdraw even 500 rupees at any point of time, even 1,000 rupees. And remaining balance will continue to be invested. So that flexibility is there, that you can withdraw, you can redeem some units at any point of time in case of need. And then again, as I just mentioned, it is relatively tax efficient also. Mutual fund investments are tax efficient. Relatively in FD, I don't know whether Nisha Kumari ma'am is aware or not. In FD, whatever interest you earn on FD, Ravi Bharti sir, whatever interest you earn on bank FD will be treated as your income, and you will have to pay income tax as per your income tax slab. There is no excuse of it. But in mutual fund, maximum short-term investment tax, capital gain tax is 20%, and long-term capital gain is 12.5% only. So it is tax efficient also. So mutual funds. And one more thing I want to tell you about mutual fund. Ruchi ma'am, suppose you go for the bank FD of 10 lakh rupees, just like Nisha ma'am, and you go to the bank after after 6 months and just ask them, I want to know where you have invested my 10 lakh rupees. Will the bank will tell you? No, bank will not tell you where your money has been invested. But in mutual fund, Every month, Mr. Madhu, you get a statement every month where your money has been invested, in which company, how much share, if the debt fund, how to whom loan has been given. So the mutual funds are most transparent. Every month you get a statement where your money has been invested. You may have invested 1 lakh rupees, or you may have invested 1 crore rupees. Every investor get that statement where their money has been invested. Mutual fund investment and redemptions both are now most convenient. You can invest online and you can withdraw online. You can get redemption online. So these are the you can online investment facilities available nowadays, and you on online redemption facility is also available. Moreover, SEBI has taken every step that in particular scheme a riskometer has been attached. Once you open the scheme, a riskometer will come up front. That will give you an idea how much risk in that particular scheme. So by riskometer, you make your investment decisions, whether you are in a position to take that level of risk, that you can take a call. So in riskometer is a additional thing which SEBI had done for the normal middle class, salary class person to know about the risk in the particular scheme. And you might be aware, mutual funds are a scheme in equity schemes are available, debt funds are available, hybrid funds are available, gold funds are available, commodity market funds are available, and Mr. Tanmay, you might not be aware. Through mutual fund, you can invest in Google, Amazon, Facebook, big names of the world, big MNCs. That is called international funds. If you invest in international fund, your money can be invested into Google, Facebook, or other security market of the world. Then there are two ways of investing on mutual fund. One is regular plan, other is direct plan. In regular plan, Mr. Tanmay, you are taking the help of the mutual fund distributor. Suppose you don't know about the mutual fund and you are not able to start investment on online or digital. Then the regular way is calling your local mutual fund distributor. He will come with the form. He will help you in filling the form. He will take document from you, and then he will deposit your documents and your application with the mutual fund company, and your investment will start. But my dear friends, he is not doing any social service. It is a profession for him, and definitely for that he will get some commission, just like LIC agent. So but there is other way around. If you are tech savvy and you are all literate, Ruchi can start direct plan. And what is direct plan? Online itself, you can invest in that scheme directly without the help and intervention of any third person of a mutual fund. And one more thing I want to tell you: in direct plan, Mr. Tanmay, return will always be higher. Why? Because there is no commission going to the mutual fund distributor or the person who has helped you. So direct plan is the best plan for educated person on who are technically, digitally, or or tech savvy. They should rather better go, Mr. Madhu, for direct plan, because you are tech savvy. You are educated person. You can start on your own. But selection of a scheme is very, very important. How you select the scheme. And to help you out in selection of the scheme, I just mentioned name of 3 mutual fund websites. Please note it down. These are very good and very authentic website which I am sharing with all of you. Number 1, the name of the website is, first website is Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. You might have seen Ruchi Kumari ma'am advertisement coming on TV. Mutual fund sahi hai. Sachin Tendulkar, Dhoni, and then Virat Kohli, a lot of people are saying this. So by that name only, Amfi has started a website. The name and style of mutual fund sahi hai. This website has got everything about the mutual fund, Mr. Tanmay. What is mutual fund? How it works? What are the different categories of mutual funds? How you can start investment in mutual fund? What is SIP? What is STP? What is SWP? I will tell afterwards. Then how you can get redemption? How you can get include your everything about the mutual fund is available on this website. And one more thing I want to tell you, Mr. Tanmay, everything is authentic. No hearsay. It is official website of Amfi, where every information and this website has got lot of historical data about the mutual performance of mutual fund schemes, how much return a particular scheme has given. Oh, everything is available on this website. So I will request all of you, those who have not yet started investment in mutual fund, please spare time, Mr. Nikhil. Visit the website Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Not once, but hundred of times in the next 1 or 2 months. Understand the concept of mutual funds, how mutual fund works, how mutual fund generate return, what are different categories of schemes available, and what is the risk appetite in a particular scheme, how the return are distributed, how you can get redemption on your part or full redemption. Everything is available on this website. So I will request all of you, please do visit mutual fund sahi hai website, and not once but hundreds of times in the next 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months. And after that, Mr. Tanmay, if you are satisfied, if you are comfortable, only then you should think of starting investing in mutual fund, not before that. Second website is Mutual Fund Central, MF Central. MF Central. It is also very useful website, giving a lot of information and some categories of transactions you can also make on it. So very good website. Third one is MF Utility, Mutual Fund Utility. These three websites are very authentic. No bias against any a particular scheme. It is basically sharing of basic knowledge on the mutual funds. So I will request all of you, please do visit the websites, get a basic understanding of the mutual fund first. And if you are comfortable, if you are convinced, don't go what I am saying. Not at all. I don't want you to go by what I am saying, because I will not get anything out of your investment. Please mind it. My purpose here to sensitize you that investment is of course very important, Mr. Tanmay. And out of investment only you can make your life prosper. That's the only way of investing. And mutual fund is one of the investment product available in the market. So please do these websites, visit these websites, and there are two other terms in mutual fund which are commonly used. That is called, one is STP, Systematic Transfer Plan. STP, SIP, I have just mentioned you. STP is nothing but regularly investing. Suppose Mr. Tanmay has got 1 lakh rupees with him and he want to invest in mutual fund. It will not be nice for him to invest 1 lakh rupees in one go, because suppose STP is nothing but transferring your investment periodically. Suppose Mr. Tanmay has got 1 lakh rupees, Mr. Tanmay, and you invest 1 lakh rupees in a scheme today, and tomorrow per chance market goes down, Suppose your 1 lakh rupees can be even 90,000 in one day. It is very high risk of it. But then is other way around. What you can do, you can first invest your 1 lakh rupees in a liquid fund for a short period. And then from liquid fund, periodically you transfer 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees every week or every fortnight from liquid fund to the scheme where you intend to invest. So you are transferring a particular amount from your 1 lakh rupees to the scheme where you intend to scheme periodically. What will be the benefit? That suppose today you invested 1 lakh rupees in liquid fund and tomorrow out of that 1 lakh rupees 5,000 goes into the scheme where you are investing, and suppose the market goes down, so your 5,000 can be 4,800, but the loss will be only 200 rupees. But had you invested 1 lakh rupees in lump sum in the loss might have been 10,000 rupees. So after 1 week, again 5,000 will be transferred from your liquid fund to the scheme. By that time, market might go up. So by that time, your 1 lakh rupees is transferred from liquid fund to your scheme over a period of time. Average risk will be managed, and so will be the average return. So STP is a way when you have lump sum amount, but you should not invest in lump sum in a particular mutual fund scheme. Third one is SWP, Systematic Withdrawal Plan. And Nisha Kumari ji, it is basically for the retirement life. Suppose Nisha Kumari ma'am have been very smart. She has been investing in mutual fund for 30-40 years, and she has accumulated a corpus of 2 to 3 or 5 crores. And anybody can do. I can say with confidence, Mr. Madhu, you can have a corpus of 4 to 5 crore over a period of 25-30 years if you are regular in investing through SIP. So suppose Nisha Kumari ma'am has developed a corpus of 5 crore rupees after 20 years or 25 years. She has retired. She doesn't have any income. How to live life after retirement? This is SWP, Systematic Withdrawal Plan. What you can do, Nisha Kumari ma'am, you simply sell a one-line mail to the mutual fund company where your corpus is. 5 crore corpus is there. You just request them every month 1 lakh rupees should be transferred from my corpus of 5 crore rupees to my bank account on first of month. Maybe may it be 1 lakh, may it be 1.50 lakh, may it be 2 lakhs. It is your call you want to take. So what will happen, Mr. Tanmay? Every month on the first, she will be getting credit of 1 lakh rupees in his bank account. So she can live life comfortably the way she was doing earlier when she was working. Second benefit is she has only withdrawn 1 lakh rupees, Mr. Tanmay. Remaining amount is invested. So remaining amount will get returned. So, and it is a probability that 5 crore rupees will earn 1 lakh rupees in 1 month. Probability I am telling you. So the corpus will remain intact and she will be enjoying life. So SWP is a best way of enjoying your retirement life, Mr. Ruchi. But for that, you will have to work hard. You have to develop a huge corpus. Once you develop a huge corpus, a thumb rule is there, Mr. Tanmay. You can comfortably withdraw 6% of your corpus every year. Suppose 5 crore corpus is there. 6%, Mr. Tanmay, is almost 30 lakhs. So 30 lakhs literally means 2.50 lakhs per month. You can withdraw. And in 1 year, that 5 crore corpus will earn more than 30 lakhs. So your corpus will be intact. So SWP is a best way of leading your retirement life comfortably. But again, with emphasis, I want to tell all of you, my dear friends, you have to work hard. You have to work for your investment for a longer period and develop a huge corpus. And I know a lot of my friends, I again repeat here, I know a lot of my friends who have started not one SIP, Ruchiji, but five SIPs, 6 SIPs going together. And every SIP is target oriented. One SIP for marriage, second SIP for purchase of house, third SIP for purchase of vehicle, fourth SIP for going on vacation, fifth SIP for higher education of children, sixth SIP for marriage of children, and last SIP, Mr. Tanmay, for your retirement life. So you can have more than one SIP. So SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person. But again, I want to tell you, you will have to sacrifice something. You have to save, because unless and until you save, Mr. Tanmay, what you will invest? So one thing I want to tell you, India has been a country of savers, Shikha Kumari ji. We have been a country of savers for centuries together, every generation. And you should be proud of it, Mr. Madhu. Indians are still one of the best savers in the world, because saving is in our blood. Mr. Tanmay, you might remember how your mother saved, how your grandmother has saved 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, and they have made good money. So saving is in our blood. But unfortunately, Ruchi, we have been worst investor. We have not been investors. And now the time has come, my dear friends. I can appeal to all young people here. You have to be investor. Only through investment you can have a comfortable life in your life. And one example I want to tell, then I will close my session. How many of you have seen IPL matches, Mr. Madhu? Just raise hand. How many of you have seen IPL matches? Just raise your hand. IPL matches. I think majority of you have seen IPL matches. Achha, tell me one thing, Mr. Madhu. Have you gone to the ground to see the match live? Have you gone to the ground?
No, sir, I do it via television only.
You have not gone to the field.
No, not
Okay.
many times. Only once. Not many
Once,
times.
achha, okay. Had you taken purchase ticket or got some passage?
I purchased it, sir.
Purchase it. Yes, I got it. I wanted person like you only. Mr. Madhu had gone to see an IPL match. He had purchased the ticket. And Mr. Madhu, what ultimately you got? Temporary entertainment of 3-4 hours. You enjoyed it very well with your friends. Oh, you clapped like anything. Arey baba, maja aa gaya. Some player performed very well, some batter or some bowler performed very well, some team performed very well, and you enjoyed it. But Mr. Madhu, that was temporary entertainment only of 3-4 hours. You got nothing more than that. But Mr. Madhu, have you thought of who are the ultimate beneficiary of IPL? Who are ultimate beneficiary? 22 players, Mr. Madhu, who play on the ground. They get the match fees, they get the celebrity status, and they get everything out of it. But how it happened, Mr. Madhu? They have not become a player in a one or day or two. They have worked very hard for years together, Mr. Tanmay. Virat Kohli not in a one day or 1 year. Virat Kohli because of madness, because of passion, because of 100% devotion in his game. That is why he is Virat Kohli. So the same analogy goes with the investment, Mr. Madhu. That's why I have taken this example. If you, after 25 years, suppose you are not investor, and our country goes very high, and we all now appreciate that the next, Mr. Tanmay, 25 years are going to be golden period of Indian economy. But have you ever thought who will be real beneficiary of Indian economy growth? Only those, my dear Mr. Madhu and our friends, only those, Ruchi, who are investors. If you are not investor, Mr. Madhu and Mr. Tanmay, after 25 years, you will simply clapping, oh, my country has gone that position, my economy has gone that position. But what benefit you will get out of that? Nothing, my dear friends, unless and until you are investors. So that is why I am emphasizing here very strongly to all of you, to request all of you, please save the money and be investor. Because only through investor, Ruchi Kumari ma'am, you can be prosper, you can have money to enjoy your life. And everybody wants to enjoy his life. Everybody wants. Who doesn't want? Who wants to live in poverty? Tell me, Mr. Tanmay, is anybody who wants to live in poverty? No, no one wants. Everybody wants that I should have a best house. I should have a best vehicle. My children should go into the best higher education. I should have, I should enjoy my retirement life. Everybody wants it. And rather, it is your right. But that will be possible only through investment. So, what I want to emphasize to all of you are all young. You have got 35, and Mr. Madhu, I keep telling in my sessions, Mr. Madhu and Mr. Tanmay, not two only, all young people are very lucky. You are very lucky because you have got 25, 30, 40 years to go. But Mr. Tanmay, that luxury I don't have now. I've already crossed 60. So you are very lucky that you have got 30, 40 years. You can make huge money. And by making huge money, you can enjoy the best of the life. Why can't you? And one more thing I want to tell Mr. Tanmay to you, particularly, not to you, rather to all of you. After 25 years, Mr. Tanmay, if you have no money or you have less money, don't blame others. You will be responsible for that. Only you will be squarely responsible. Don't blame others because you didn't save, because you didn't invest. That was the only reason. So why you can't? God has given you mind. God has given you two hands. Everything you have got from God. Why you should not work hard for investment and making money and enjoy the life? Choice is yours, my dear friends. Choice is always yours. And I again tell you, never blame others for your if you are not able to have good money in your life. It is only your effort which you can make it. So please do think of saving and investing right from the day you start earning. Don't waste even a single month, Ruchi Kumari. Honestly, what happened in my case, or not in my case, in most of the case of my generation, we in the first 4 or 5 years, Mr. Tanmay, we literally lost. Are, let us see, let them enjoy the money. I have started earning. I will start saving after 5 years. Or one more thing was in mind. Are, I was my money, my income is not much. If I save 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees, what difference is going to make? My dear friends, it was blunder on my part. I want to tell you again, Mr. Madhu, 500 rupees are going to be lakhs of rupees down the line after 20, 25 years. So never think that small money don't make big money. Yes, it does. Start saving and start saving and investing a small amount right from the day you start earning, and you should be regular in saving. And one thing more I want to tell you, my dear friends, keep increasing your saving and investment with the increase in your income. So these are the basic things I wanted to share with all of you. Two things and the last I want to tell all of you. And please listen to me carefully for next 2 minutes only. Miss Ruchi and Mr. Tanmay, prosperity is your right. Mr. Madhu, every individual has got right to be prosper. And my definition of prosperity, Mr. Madhu, is very simple. My definition is doesn't to be Mukesh Ambani or a Adani or a big industrialist. That we can't, honestly speaking. My definition of prosperity, Mr. Tanmay, is very simple. I should have money for my needs. I should have money for my comfort. I should have money for giving best comfortable life to my family. I should have money for giving best higher education to my children. I should have money to take care of my social and family obligations. And last, Mr. Tanmay, I should have money for leading comfortable retirement life. That is my prosperity. And my dear friends, Mr. Madhu, it is your right. It is your right. We have got right to be prosperous, Shikha, but it is not luck. And unfortunately, Mishra ji, I don't know whether Mishra has gone or not. Unfortunately, Mr. Tanmay, we Indians believe much on luck. Are whatever in your luck, it will come. Whatever in luck we have got, we will get. No, it is all wrong notion or wrong thinking on your part. I am very clear, Mr. Tanmay. There is no luck at all. It is only your efforts. It is only your awareness. It is only your consistency and regularity which will make you prosper. Don't depend on luck. Please mind it. There may be 1 or 2% who might be lucky out of 1 lakh or 10 lakhs rupees, but 10 lakhs people. But it has got no meaning, Mr. Tanmay. Prosperity is your right, but it is not luck, my dear friends. It is your effort. It is your effort only. And why we should not make effort, Mr. Tanmay? Who has stopped you? Who has stopped you? Only you. So mind it, Mr. Madhu. Prosperity is not luck. It is your effort only. And if you make efforts, you will prosper. Nobody can stop it. So you can be prosper by your efforts only. And last thing, there may be 1 or 2 participants, Mr. Tanmay, out of the total participants. Maybe, may not be, but maybe. Who thinks otherwise that they are from poor families, their parents are poor. I want to tell them, please forget wherever you have born, Mr. Tanmay. It is a past thing now. It is a past, Mr. Madhu, where you had born. What I want to tell you, birth in a poor family, Nisha Kumari ma'am, is not a curse at all. Birth in a poor family is not a curse at all, my dear friends. But Mr. Madhu, living as poor and die as poor is a curse, which we all can avoid by taking smart decisions with regard to saving and investment. And if you do take a smart investment decision, I can say you with confidence, I can say you with my confidence, my experience, you will all be prosper. And which I again repeat, it is your right. So thank you very much for giving me time. I am thankful to all of you, to the organizer. And if you have got any question, please raise your hand. We will unmute you and you can ask the questions. Just raise your hand. Yes. Hemantika. Mr. Sabdar, please unmute her. Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, I want to ask you. I have started investing ever since I turned 18 and I started earning money from like
Very good.
teaching students and then through internship and jobs, and I started investing. But when after I am also a student of finance, but when it comes to when we go to a mutual fund site, I studied in detail about it to understand it. But what I don't understand is for someone who is 22, I have around 40, 50 years till I retire, hopefully. So the point is, like, some people, many people on internet is giving advice, but I don't understand most of it. Like, some say 33% in small cap, mid cap, and large cap. Some say that go for debt plus equity. Some people say other things. Also, there is this tax saving government bonds, which on mutual fund website only you can buy them. So for somebody as young as us who has a long life ahead, and for now we have very little corpus, but later on incrementally it will increase as we start earning. Also, we will get regular monthly income, as you said. What approach should we start with right now for us?
Good question. First of all, I am thankful to you. Secondly, Hemantika ma'am, you are very young. So I think from your perspective, you should think only of getting maximum return on your investment for the next 15, 10, 10, 15, 20 years. Don't think about the risk. Go for the product which has got high risk but probability of get high return. I will not recommend any particular scheme because that will be unfair on my part. But broadly speaking, I can say you start investing in good equity funds. Good equity funds and continue for the next 15, 20 years. When you cross 45, 50, then you can shift from equity fund to the hybrid funds. When you touch 55, 58, then you shift your corpus from hybrid fund majority to debt funds. So this is basically it is a process how you go along with the age. When you are young, you should invest in the products which have got very high risk, but having high return probability. So for you, I can say as a broad advice, continuing investing in good equity funds.
Sir, I currently have three equity funds from three different banks, like one from HDFC, one from ICICI, one from Edelweiss. and it's like 200 a month. And sometimes if I get extra money, since I'm not earning right now, but for birthday or from family, anything, if I get, I make a lump sum investment. But lump sums are not regular, so I am worried if the market is down. That is the problem with lump sum. If it is not going well, if it is a bearish market, if it is a bullish market and I invest the lump sum at that time, I don't have time to stay updated every day. But SIP gives the benefit that regular investment, I will ride out the market fluctuations. So anything I can do about that?
What I can tell you, don't think about the market, where the market goes. Don't think about it. The basic character of the market, Himantika ma'am, if you have understood properly, market basic character is volatility. Market will always go up and down, but over a period of time, market will always go up. I can tell you, BSE Sensex started in 1970 at 100 only, 100 point only. How much is this today? 80,000. Just wait for a minute. Just wait for a minute. Market has touched 80,000. What does it mean? That during 35, 40 years, those who had invested 100 rupees in 1970 has become 80,000 rupees. So because you are a long-term investor. You don't think tomorrow where market will be. You don't think where market will be after 1 year or 2 years. Think about it. Keep investing for the longer period, and longer period minimum time frame is 10 years. And you will rest assured, Indian economy is going like anything in next 10, 15 years. So you will be making huge money out of that. But those who are young should be long-term invested, and they should not worry at all where the market is.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. God bless you. Yes. Any other participant? Any other participant has got any question? They are welcome to ask the questions. Shaji, you don't have any questions? Mr. Prakash Kumar Mishra or Mr. Madhu for that matter, who have been with me all along.
So no questions, no questions like.
Surprisingly. There is two possibility only. Either my effort has been successful, you have understood the concept which I wanted to convey to you, or you have not understood it at all. If you have understood, please ask the question. I will request all of you, because everybody has got doubt. Everybody has got opinion. Yeah, Kasturi ma'am, have you got any idea or any questions, any query? Please
So
unmute yourself.
mostly students tend to invest in stocks, but then your session today have given them a scope of what mutual funds could do eventually, and help them get better returns, because mutual fund is something which is very volatile. Like it
My
gives
dear
you.
My dear Madhu, in my session, I keep telling that if you have knowledge of the market, of course you can go directly. Definitely you can go. But it is a choppy, it is a very risky affair. Most of the people still don't have any idea about the stocks and security market, but only because Madhu is investing, his friends should not invest. They should have knowledge of the market. If you have knowledge of the market, then you can go directly. But those who don't have knowledge of the market, those who don't have time, then mutual fund is the relatively better option to go for.
Yes,
Thank
sir. So, one of the questions I can see from the students, I think some Nikhil, he was asking whether they can start with 1500 or 1000 like that. Yes, that is what sir already told, that you can even start with 500
Yes,
if you
yes,
go
my
with
dear.
SIPs. SIPs, yeah.
Minimum amount is 500 only.
Yes, if
And
you are investing in
ah,
SIPs, you can.
and maximum there is no limit.
Yes. And one of the student was asking about money market mutual funds. This is investment in short-term funds.
Yeah.
If you can explain in
Exactly.
your words.
Yeah,
Sir. Okay.
yeah. Money market mutual funds are basically very short-term mutual fund schemes. And liquid fund, Mr. Madhu, you might be aware. In liquid fund, your money is invested in money market only. Because for a very short period of 1 week, 10 days, 1 month, maximum normally 3 months.
Even
So
overnight.
overnight funds and liquid funds, both are majority of the investments are in money market only. And what is money market? We all know. In money market, loans are raised by one institution from other institutions for a very short period.
Yes.
Suppose Bank of Baroda need 500 crore rupees for 1 day to disburse some loan. After 1 day, they will get recovery of some loans. They can go to the money market, raise 500 crore rupees for 1 day or for 1 week. After that, they pay some interest and then give the money. So, for money market, it is a very short-term transactions.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nikhil.
सर आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन मैं म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहता हूँ बट रिटर्न पॉलिसी के बारे में मुझे कुछ आइडिया नहीं है तो इसकी रिटर्न
के बारे में
पॉलिसी
आइडिया
क्या
नहीं है?
होती है क्या सर
इसके बारे में आइडिया नहीं है?
Return
sir.
policy, sir, he's asking about.
Hidden policy.
यस सर
My dear, there is no hidden policy at all in mutual fund. Everything is transparent. Rest assured. SEBI has made it mandatory for all mutual fund schemes to share each and every information about the scheme. So there is no hidden policy at all. Don't worry. As far as
Return
mutual,
policy, sir. He's
hidden
asking
policy.
about return policy.
My dear friends, for every scheme, when you go, you can go to the scheme. One document is there, which is called the Bible of the scheme. Basic document. Everything is written about this scheme in that document. First, read the document. And beyond that, nothing is hidden. What I want to tell you, everything is written. Everything is black and white. Everything is transparent. So everything is available. Yes, SEBI has made it very compulsory for every mutual fund company. Whenever they launch any scheme, they have to give each and every information about the scheme. What is the intent of the scheme? Where your money will be invested? Who will be fund manager? Everything. What is the risk appetite? All these things. Everything is shared by the mutual fund company with the investors.
ओके
Yes.
Sir,
Last question from any participant.
Sir, how do we interpret the exit load and expense ratio that comes with the riskometer in the
Absolutely.
mutual fund website?
Very good question again. Exit load simply when you exit the scheme after a very short period of investment. You might have heard, Kasturi ma'am must be aware about the entry load and exit load.
Yes,
That
how
was the
many times
norm
you are?
earlier. Now, yeah, there is no entry load. There is no entry load. Earlier, it used to be heavy sometime before 5-10 years. But now there is no. As far as exit load is concerned, even exit load has literally gone. It is only for the in the scheme when you withdraw after a very short period of investing. Suppose 15 days. Suppose 1 month or 2 months. Then there is an exit load. Otherwise, there is no exit load at all. As far as expense ratio are concerned, expense ratio simply means how much money the particular scheme is spending on managing that scheme. And again, Himon Tika, you might be aware, SEBI has fixed a cap for expense ratio. For equity, it is maximum 2.5%. For debt, it is 1%. And for it is ETF, it is even less than that. And that is the cap. But because of competition among mutual fund companies, expense ratio, Mr. Madhu, has drastically come out. Because suppose, Mr. Madhu, a scheme is charging 2.5%. in equity fund, suppose, and other equity fund is charging 2%. So that 5.5% extra will be your profit. So people will go into the scheme where expense ratio is less, because ultimately that will be your benefit. So expense ratio is become a barometer how much a mutual fund scheme is spending on managing that fund.
Thank you, sir.
Any last question, or we can close it now?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your informative session. I request Dr. Madhukishore to propose vote of thanks. Dr. Madhukishore?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So first of all, thank you very much for this wonderful session, because we live in a world where people believe in materialistic benefits and and obtaining them, but they don't remember that they have to save money for their retirement also. I think mutual fund is one such instrument which helps them to double their money or compound their money in a very wonderful way. And I think the inputs that you have given will definitely help our students and also faculty to realize the various benefits and various ways a mutual fund can be set up. So I think with the kind of information you have given, you've talked about many kinds of mutual funds like equity-based, debt-based, hybrid, and all those liquid funds. So all these things will, I think, will give an idea to students to invest in their proposed mutual funds based on their risk capability. Some are risk averse, some are risk takers. So I think it will help them based on this particular information. And thank you very much for this session, sir. I think many of them have realized the value of what mutual funds could do for us. And thank you very much for the session.
Thank you very much, my dear.
Thank
On
you,
my
sir.
behalf,